Well, this right behind is the picture of Paris really in the run-up to the big moment, the opening of the games. Excitement behind these barriers. You have the river right there, and that's where the opening ceremony will take place. It will float down that river really, but exclusion on this side of it. So we're going to see a lot of excitement, but then at the cost of a fair degree of disruption, and so it must be really. We're going to see a greater participation in these games than we've ever seen to this extent by way of direct viewer presence at the event. But of course, that has to be managed very cautiously, given that Paris has experienced a number of terrorist attacks in recent years, and very recently a great deal of rioting. So there is a real risk of some disruption to the ceremony and to the games, and a risk to those who are attending and participating. Both have to be managed very cautiously. The excitement and the exclusion, inevitable that we should have a sort of cocktail of both.
Both of them, because I just live at the side of the Eiffel Tower, and it's been like that for 1 month now. It's very complicated to go around because the police has blocked everything. They are afraid, of course, of terrorism attacks, so that's why it's so blocked. And it's a bit complicated for the people living in Paris at the moment to go to work and so on. But we are very excited because this is a very big event, and this is something you just live once in your life. So this is probably the only time I can see that, you know. We hope that it will be very international and that everybody has got a chance to have a medal. And you know, in the medal, there is a piece of the Eiffel Tower inside the medals, you know. So
we're seeing a lot of disruption, a lot of confusion, I think, behind where you can and can't go. We arrived recently without the knowledge of the QR code, so we've missed out on getting the QR code now. We're leaving before it's available to get, so we are restricted to go to many places, but still it's great to be here. So, you know, Paris is amazing, so we'll just keep going wherever we can go.
It's made it very difficult, I'd say, because you can't get across the bridge and all the bridges are closed, so I'd say it's made it more difficult, but it is special. Yeah. Anyone else?
And what's nice about it?
Bringing all the people together is really nice. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's cool to have like our whole Australian team here with us when we're in Paris at the same time as we're from Australia as well, like the Matildas and stuff.
The confusion on where to go or not has hit some of the teams themselves. Here are some lost cars from the Canadian team. The restrictions do mean it's all quiet in the eye of the storm. The Eiffel Tower itself stands cordoned off. Tourists are discovering all sorts of new angles for their selfies against the tower. Happily, it stands tall enough. It's all taking place around some seriously heavy security. Nobody will mind the disruption really, so long as the games go smooth and safe. The army and the police are out in strength. That very visible presence is a firm message to any potential troublemaker. But there is another army out on the streets, the army of volunteers on just about every road in central Paris, and certainly at all metro stations, to guide visitors, both domestic and international. A number of metro stations in central Paris have been closed, and so locals too need some guidance. There are two events on, really, the opening of the games and then the games themselves. At the moment, for Parisians, it's all about the first.